What's up, everyone? I'm Danbot. Welcome back to Flight Sim and Favorite Places to Fly. Today we are just off the western coast of Chile. We're going to be taking off from Robinson Crusoe Airport on Robinson Crusoe Island, and we're going to be taking the Beechcraft V-35B Bonanza, one of my favorite planes just because of the unique design of it. A real joy to fly. This is going to be an interesting trip because there's some interesting history associated with this island, and yes, if you're thinking the name Robinson Crusoe sounds familiar, you are correct. We'll talk about that in just a minute. Let's get flying. Right, here we are on the runway. Throttle up, brakes off. Let's get rolling. As I said, I do love the Beechcraft. That twin V-tail. Such an iconic design. Now we're going to be banking our way on around to the right here. And if you're thinking that Robinson Crusoe sounds familiar, well, that's because from 1704 to 1709, this island was, in fact, home to maroon Scottish sailor Alexander Selkirk, who probably, at least partially, inspired Robinson Crusoe by Daniel Defoe, written in 1719. He certainly would have been aware of Selkirk. Now, there were other survival stories from this period as well. So, this island used to be called Mas a Terra, which means close to land. The Chilean government renamed it to Robinson Crusoe Island in 1966 to reflect the literary lore associated with the place, and also to attract more tourists. I mean, because, if you're a government, you want more tourists. So, this is actually a shield volcano island. There is another archipelago here. Last eruption in 1835. So, we are currently on the second largest of those archipelago islands. You can see another one right here on the map. Now, this is not a highly populated area. Population as of 2012, which was the latest I could find, was 843. As we kind of come around the island here, you'll be able to get a good look at the whole thing here. Let's go ahead and change the sun just a little bit so it's not quite in our eyes and we can see the island a little bit better. Most of the population is up in one town. We are going to be coming up on it, I believe, in just a moment. San Juan Bautista, I believe, is the name of it. It's in Cumberland Bay on the north coast. Now, the other island is actually named, the other most populous island is named Alejandro Selkirk Island, and I bet you can't guess where that name came from. Now, this is a subtropical island, although you would not think it. But because the Humboldt Current is nearby, it does stay a little cooler than you would think. You're looking at temperatures in the 80s a lot of the year. As we come over the top of the island. Really pretty. There is a town down there. You'll notice not a lot of beaches. It is, in fact, just a very mountainous island, mainly formed by the volcano. The island is also notable if you're a World War I history buff. This is where Maximilian von Spee's East Asia Squadron recalled before the Battle of Coronel. And this is also where the Dresden, the last surviving cruiser from his squadron, came back to, hoping to be interned by Chilean authorities, but it was caught and fired upon by a British squadron at the Battle of Mas a Terra, which I remind you was this island's former name, and the ship got scuttled by its crew. Unfortunately, the island was also hit by a tsunami in 2010. 16 people were killed, and most of San Juan Bautista washed away. Tsunamis, they're the worst. Now, the Dresden actually has become part of the draw of the island. Tourism here mainly involves around things like scuba diving, and diving on the wreck of the Dresden is highly popular, so taking advantage of that history. This is just a fascinating place to fly over. You can see these just intense cliffs here. Just a really, really cool place to fly. And that has been a pretty comprehensive tour of Robinson Crusoe Island, folks. So, if you guys enjoyed the video, hey, like and subscribe. If you have a place you'd like to see me fly, leave it down in the comments below. And if you are here at the end, well, thank you very much. Watch time is key on YouTube. My name is Dinebot, and I will see you guys next time.